My resting heartbeat for this movie must have been way above normal. Every time I feel it starts to find its equilibrium, the haunting visuals will keep my senses in a perpetual state of fear. And even if I decided to close my eyes, the sound design and soundtrack would always make it a fact and never take me out of the effect this movie was trying to terrifyingly engulf upon me. Because this movie is a vibe. Hello, everybody. How's it going? Today, we're here to discuss one of my favorite movies of 2024 from Robert Eggers, a new vicious take on the infamous tale of the vampire Nosferatu. Anybody not familiar with Robert Eggers' work, the guy has directed 3 movies prior to this one, 4 in total, and not one of them being boring or subpar. The Witch, The Lighthouse, The Northman. All his first movies have the in them. And now we have Nosferatu. This guy is on a hell of a roll. This movie is one of the best times I've had in the cinema in regards to audio and visual splendor in a very, very, very long time. I'm of the belief that movies of this genre have to accomplish one thing very well, or everything else in it doesn't get elevated the way it should be or can be. And that thing is atmosphere. You have to drop the audience into the world in a sensory capacity. And one genre I feel tends to miss the mark when it's the one genre that shouldn't is horror. However, when I was watching this movie, that's what I feel was nailed right out of the bat. And I'm talking right from the opening. You feel like you're in a horror movie. It surrounds you. The feeling of dread throughout the movie as it throws you into the depths of despair these characters are going through. And boy, oh boy, do they go through a lot. If I had to choose one word to describe what you, the audience, are going through and what they, the characters, are being tortured by, the word would be suffering. Every time something befell our characters, you always felt the weight of the situation and the dire straits they just can't escape. And as much as I don't like that feeling as a human being or seeing someone else go through that, I have to applaud the fact that Robert Eggers accomplished his mission of playing with my emotions and suffocating me in the debilitating way that he did.
Some days I am just on fire. What can I say?
The cast in this movie, every single one of them did a marvelous job in the movie. I say marvelous job in the movie. I'm not that well versed in Lily Rose Depp's work. I think I've only seen her briefly in Tusk for like 5 seconds. And when I saw that she was cast for this movie, my first reaction was, interesting you would pick her for this movie. I do have to say though, she does an amazing job in this movie. She really sinks her teeth into the role. I'm leaving that in. And the director asks a lot of her, physically, spiritually, emotionally. I wouldn't be surprised at the end of this movie she would have been affected mentally as well. And let's just say I noticed the sacrifice that she was making to look as authentic as humanly possible. Or inhuman as possible. That being said, everybody was amazing in their respective roles. Aaron Taylor Johnson, Emma Corrin, Willem Dafoe, Ralph Ineson. And this guy portrayed being a nut so well, I need evidence to prove to me that he is not. And I can't forget Nicholas Hoult, who I'm normally not that intrigued by. Decent actor, just never really thought that much of him. In this movie though, he's absolutely one of the standouts. Cause me as the audience have to watch the actors on screen and believe they are feeling the emotion the scene is deciding to portray. And that's where Nicholas shines in this movie. The moment Nick's character gets to the village, leave alone the castle itself, you can feel the terror, the tension, the otherworldly sadistic aura the Count infects the space with. And when Nick meets the Count himself to give him the paperwork he requested, Nick knows he doesn't want to spend any more time with this thing than he needs to. And you know his inner monologue is shouting at him, I need to get the out of here.
How have you been enjoying your stay here in my castle?
It's been amazing so far. Don't you worry about that 5-star rating.
I have been very honored that you have graced me with your humble company.
You're most welcome, Count, but how about we finish this right quick and get your signature right here so I don't take any more of your time?
Why do I feel like you are rushing me? Do you not enjoy my presence?
What? Of course I do. I've been enjoying it. Your presence has been amazing, splendid, I say. I really don't want to leave, but my wife is the real clingy type. Women, I tell you, they just drain the life out of you, don't they?
Tell me about it.
Oh, I'll just get your signature and be on my way.
Is this a picture of your wife?
Yes.
She is mine now.
Make sure you sign a prenup. Because Count Orlok in this movie is not somebody you want to be close to at all. I mean, not in the same vicinity, not even in the same country. That's how he is. And what I appreciated about Nick's character is that he reacts exactly like how any of us would. Like, no, 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 I don't want to talk to you. Get away, get away. The fear in his body language, the eyes, the trembling, showing you the Count's malevolent energy that permeates every scene he's in. And the Count himself is played ridiculously, terrifyingly well by an unrecognizable Bill Skarsgård. In every respect, body, face, and voice.
It is a black omen to journey in poor health. You will remain and well rest yourself.
I must object, my lord.
You will obey this my counsel.
Bill really knows how to play characters that get under your skin very well. And Bill Skarsgård should thank Robert Eggers. Because Bill was going to leave 2024 being on everybody's top 10 worst list with that Crow remake. But now he gets to even the scale to be in one of the top 5 best movies of 2024, if not the best. So should Aaron Taylor Johnson, because he was going to leave 2024 with that. I enjoyed a lot about this movie, mainly the atmosphere that it created. The feeling of suffering you felt for the characters. The way the characters themselves made you feel like all hope was lost. Aided by the amazing direction, cinematography, music, costume, everything was firing on all cylinders. Robert Eggers to me is becoming, if not already, one of the best filmmakers working today. That actually cares about what he's making. I need to iterate that because a lot of movies these days don't have that admiration and love for film that you used to feel a lot back in the day. So I want to acknowledge the fact that I felt the infatuation with proper filmmaking that was front and center during the whole time watching this movie. I noticed and I thank you. If you're in the mood for a tragic gothic Victorian era horror with a dash of a one-sided romance with stellar filmmaking, then look no further than 2024's Nosferatu. I'm going to give it a very well-deserved 9.9 out of 10. Now, the only reason that it doesn't get the coveted 10 out of 10 is because I watched it here in Dubai and I know that it was a censored UAE cut, with some of the more gory and erotic scenes taken out. Even though it has a PG-18 rating, tad bit annoying, if you ask me. So I have a very strong feeling that when I rewatch this movie with the uncut version with nothing taken out, I'm pretty sure that it will get a 10 out of 10 from me. So definitely venture out and sit in a dark theater with amazing surround sound and enjoy one of 2024's best horror experience, in my opinion.
And as always, my beautiful people, peace, love, and I'll see you when I see you.